In your face.
In Your Face Sports. For those of you laughing at home, I don't know nothing about boxing, but we all gonna find out something about it today. In Your Face Sports, a brand new show on Peralta.tv. So check us out. Every week you're gonna find out about an athlete that's in your own backyard that you had no idea was doing big things. And every single week we're gonna give you information that you just don't get on ESPN. So check us out, In Your Face Sports on Peralta.tv. Now right now I'm in the Palladium Sports Club in Alameda. I'm getting my sweat, I'm training. That's because under this very roof, and I had no idea, is a world-class Muay Thai boxing champion. We're gonna get in the ring with him. He's gonna train us a little bit, give you some Muay Thai boxing 101, some information. Okay, but check this out. Before we do that, I need you to get your minds right. Every single show, we get our minds right before we start training. Okay, so you guys check that out. I'm gonna continue to warm up, and we'll be back in just a minute.
How you doing? I'm Thomas Weatherspoon, owner and operator of Pepper Sports, and today we're gonna get your mind right. The first principle we're gonna talk about today is desire, because I believe truly that the first thing you have to be a great athlete, a great poet, a great scientist, a great mathematician is desire. And desire is different than our wants or our needs. Desire is born in us at the time of conception. It's a driving impulse to do or be. So when we're working with athletes, we want to first know what their true desire is. Over 18 years of training athletes, we have maybe run across 10 who are actually living out their true desire. Just because we're athletic or born to be athletic doesn't mean that's the first thing and only thing we ever want to be. Sometimes it's just the way we get through college, the way we go pro and are able to make a stake in life by, making professional salaries. But true desire is that impulse that's inside of us. And in order to be congruent with our actions, we need to understand and participate in expressing our true desire. The first thing we have to do to understand what our true desire is to try to hear that voice, that small voice that's inside of our heads. The first thing you have to do is just sit and be still. And once you sit and are still, you'll hear tons of thoughts that your mind runs through time and time again. But then there'll be this one thought that doesn't seem to come from you, that didn't take any cognitive effort on your part. That'll be your desire. We call that your voice. Most of us hear the voice, but we don't acknowledge the voice. So most of the athletes that we have worked with over the last 18 years, it's not that they hear their voice and then they need steps to make that come true. It's really they need to learn to trust their voice. So what we do when we're training the athletes is we give them different kinds of exercises that are unfamiliar to them, that push them to their limit. So they'll have to learn to operate on trust, on their instincts. The closer we get to, the more we get them equipped with operating from the instinct, the more they are likely to operate from that instinct when it comes time to listening to their voice, to trusting when their voice says take a left, take a right, when their voice says this is what I really want to do. It's learning to operate from your innate abilities rather than to operate from your cognitive thought process. So what we do when we're training our athletes is try to get them to react rather than think. Let me see what is actually, let me see what is actually being processed when the problem arises. Those are the steps that we put out there for the athlete to get that athlete to express what his innate ability is, express what his true desire is, what his voice is. The more he learns to trust that, the more he'll listen to it. The more he listens to it, the more the real desire, the true reason for being here on this planet will come to focus.